Thank you so much for staying with us throughout the day. We've enjoyed those vignettes from Pickleball Channel and Rusty all day long. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage as well. We have been delayed by some weather. Did show you and take you back to 2019 here at the Open, but because of all the delays, it's the race to 11 in all of these matches, and then of course gold matches will be 1 game to 15. So not much time to adjust here. Players just kind of bearing with things, and we have got a good foursome here with Monica Paolicelli and Paul Olin taking on Dave Weinbach and Leigh Waters. Great players on the court right now.
0-0-2. Yeah, we've got some legends about to do battle.
And legends does not just mean that you're old. It means that you've accomplished a lot in this great sport, doesn't it?
Indeed, indeed.
0-0-1.
And definitely the upside for all of you out there viewers, because of this format, you're going to see lots of different players, lots of different styles in a much shorter time period.
And we're seeing a newcomer here, Monica Paolicelli, who you may not have seen much of in the past, new to the pro arena, but already affording herself well.
Oh, and also, Rusty, chance to see many more players as well here on Zing Zang Championship Court, so there is a bright side to the weather delay.
Absolutely. Weinbach, a veteran to championship court here at the U.S. Open. And Paul Olin earlier in the week was out here receiving his bronze medal.
Yeah, fantastic singles player.
Oh. Well, we were watching those clips of 2019. Weinbach teamed with Matt Wright. He's not slowing down anytime soon.
No. He's the 50 plus, but he's still pretty fast.
Sleeps only 7 minutes a night. It's incredible. He's just wired.
And you see that table tennis background. Once trained for the Olympics, did Weinbach. Quick hands like lightning.
Yeah, at high-level table tennis, they have about 250 milliseconds to react to an opponent's shot. And for a purpose of pickleball, that's fantastic.
Point.
We had an opportunity a little while ago before COVID to see Waters and Weinbach team up with Franklin Pickleball Masters, one of the sponsors here.
Oh, wow.
Point.
And of course, Leigh Waters, guys, her pickleball story resonating with so many. An attorney by trade.
Yes.
Had to relocate right after Hurricane Irma. Brought her daughter into this great game, and what a duo they have made up.
Second server.
2019 national champions.
A huge upset. That was so exciting on so many levels.
Great for the sport.
4-0-2.
And Rusty, I think everybody was so excited because what other sport can you do that and share time with your daughter as well? Really awesome.
0-4-1.
Yeah, absolutely. At such a competitive level.
Football. Anyway. Second server.
Just adding some insult to injury there.
Well, the referee doing a good job keeping on his feet, and sometimes the game happens so fast. Before she can call it, the ball's even out. Certainly
Point.
some fast interchanges here, and one of the things I love about this sport, and I can't say it enough, it is a fast game. As a broadcaster, I'm like, we don't even have time for commercials or sponsors. They keep wanting to go, go, go. I love the intensity here.
Right now, Weinbach and Waters winning those exchanges.
Yeah, they do seem to be getting the better of the fast exchanges. And we'll see if Olin and Paolicelli try to cool it down into a more of a dink-orientated battle. Collective sigh rings around the crowd here.
They thought that was a clear winner.
Some fancy feet there from Weinbach to stay outside of the kitchen.
Pretty much everybody knows, but in case you don't, if he had fallen in or touched that red area, the kitchen, the non-volley zone, that would have been a fault.
5-1-2. You have a minute.
So 5-1, timeout on the court. We'll step aside, come back to Naples in a moment. The 2021 Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, is sponsored by Dick's. Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods. By Zing Zang. Zing Zang, America's favorite Bloody Mary mix. By Franklin and Franklin X40, the official ball of the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. Skechers, Skechers Arch Fit Footwear, featuring podiatrist-certified arch support. And by Highlands, Highlands Leg Cramps. Stop your cramp, not your game. Weinbach and Waters, Paolicelli and Olin here on Zing Zang Championship Court. Drew Felios, Morgan Evans, and Rusty from Pickleball Channel. We're thrilled to have you here.
Rusty, do you think you'll change your name to just Rusty Pickleball?
Ironically, we just added another tag, and we're like, should it be Pickleball Rusty or Rusty Pickleball? So I will not change it permanently, no. So you have Rusty Surf Company, which I don't own, Australian company, but Rusty Pickleball's a new Instagram, I think, in addition to my other stuff.
At some point I'm going to ask you, how's your pickleball, mate? And you have to say, a little rusty.
Oh, left it wide open.
And she seemed to have forgotten there's a lefty on the other side, looking to sit on that forehand. Olin able to reach in, take that ball out of the air nice and early.
And real quick, that lefty pickleball for our viewers, what are you talking about?
Well, she's left-handed.
Yes, but in terms of the forehand, the strategy, the benefit.
Yes, if you've got dueling forehands in the middle, that is so much easier than dueling backhands.
Thank you, point.
One of the interesting things about left-handers, they are actually born with faster reaction times than right-handers. The part of the brain that handles that particular job is on the right side and has a direct connection to the left side.
Oh.
Point.
Little help from the net there.
And all of a sudden, Paolicelli and Olin have tied this at 5.
5-2.
It's a drastic turn of events. Oh, she would love to get that one back.
Side out.
Yeah.
Guys, question, how many games do you think that hat has been worn in
5-1.
pickleball? That thing has been through some battles.
Well, he bought it during the Reagan administration.
It sort of is a badge of honor
Second
to
server.
get that as dirtied up as possible. But, I mean, that Wisconsin hat, he has had that thing, seems like forever.
Well, I do know he's added the Badger stuff to other places, and I'm sure he has multiple ones. It's not the first, but it does look like.
Point.
And she'll take it.
Time out. That's
Absolutely.
6 points. We change into the
So
court.
switch sides.
Score
Coming up,
6-5-2.
Weinbach and
You have a
Waters here in Pro Mixed Split Age. We'll be back. The 2021 Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, is sponsored by Minto. Latitude, Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com. And Pickleball Central, the Pickleball Superstore. 6-5, Weinbach and Waters over Paolicelli and Olin. Weinbach and Waters got out to the quick lead, but then Paolicelli and Olin closed the gap.
Time in.
And now we resume
6-5-2.
play. Again, race to 11 here.
Point.
Unfortunate, just backed up off the line from a giant forehand from Leigh Waters.
7-5-2.
And that is risky from
Side
Leigh
out.
Waters to poke the bear down the line to Paul Olin.
I was just about to say, Paolicelli's clearly been targeted, and then all of a sudden she went to Olin.
5-7-1.
Sometimes it's just a sign that they're getting very confident with their game and they can pick on either side.
Oh, she nearly had Weinbach
Second server.
completely going the other way.
She's already proven herself to belong in this division. Only a few years ago, I remember her playing at the Tournament of Champions, and she was playing as a 4-0.
Wow.
So she's come a long way.
Side out.
In this game, she's been handling a lot of balls and handling many of them very well.
Oh, pressure makes diamonds.
7-5-1.
So Weinbach, very clearly
Second server.
a communication guy, constantly calling and calling loud.
7-5-2.
Does that give you an advantage as an opponent to be able to anticipate something, or are you not really thinking about that?
I think most players are focusing on their half of the court. It can be intimidating.
Oh, still
Oh,
alive.
she got it. Oh,
That's all you have to do to win a point around here.
let's remember that one.
Olin seeing the around of the post. Paolicelli able to find
You have
a couple of
7.
inches to get it away from Mr. Weinbach.
5-7-1.
she wanted. She had something very similar just 2 or 3 rallies ago, and it caught the net, that one there. She made them pay. That's a sign of a great player that learns from a mistake,
6-7-1.
adapts quickly.
Second server.
Weinbach just apologetic there. I think he meant it.
I've seen him, Tereshine. A lot of players will do that. Obviously, you take the point, but it's kind of nice to.
There's the experience of Leigh Waters, knowing when Paul Olin was going to come across and look to intercept a ball that has so far been intended for Paolicelli.
A little frustrated about that.
The score is 8-6-1.
So timeout for Paolicelli and Olin. Trailing by 2, Weinbach and Waters need 3 points to advance. The race to 11 continues after this. The 2021 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, is sponsored by Gamma. Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. DecoTurf. DecoTurf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By I Love Pickles, ilovepickles.org, a place to celebrate all things pickled. And by Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. Well, for all of the crummy weather that we had earlier today, it's actually turned out to be a pretty nice night here in Naples. About 80 degrees, but there is a nice little breeze. And players are back on the courts, and the atmosphere has not lost any beats, Rusty.
In fact, the crowds are picking up, and we're going to notice that more and more during the week. And they're enjoying this match.
Another great point.
Point.
Just sprayed that slightly wide. A reflex volley.
Yes.
The last time
Yes.
Paolicelli and Olin called a
9-6-1.
timeout, they quickly got 4 points on the board. Oh, fantastic. Stood her ground like a champ.
Well, in Paolicelli, the deep knee bends, she's so low, and balls that normally wouldn't be over her shoulder are over her shoulder.
Yeah, easy to get plenty of power down onto the ball. Fantastically athletic. And she makes him pay again. God, it's good to see.
Hey, you can just sense too, she's kind of winning over this crowd, really loving the way she is playing the game.
I think she's unique to watch, and I think that's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not textbook tennis technique that you see so many players coming to the table with. So it's always nice to see when someone can succeed.
There she is again.
There's an intensity in her eyes.
7-9-1.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Off the net.
Should she have let it go?
Second server.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think it might have dropped. I think it might have dropped.
Yeah. Hindsight is 20/20, right?
7-9-2.
And if you're just joining us, this is only 1 game to 11 for the match. So every point It's really critical right now. I think Olin wanted that.
Well, the previous one on that same position went to his backhand side. He perhaps thought that that one was going to head that direction as well.
Points.
There's a lot of pressure. Oncoming Leigh Waters coming at you.
The game is not over, but we have a possible match point right here.
Yes, he is.
I think it's a very possible. I would say probable.
10-7-1.
Waters going after it.
Second server.
How many times this week have we been here and it didn't end? So we'll see what happens.
10-7-2. Side out.
And the window is still open.
Absolutely. Love this game.
7-10-1.
Got to be
Second
hard
server.
sometimes, Morgan, to finish a team. It's one thing to lead. It's another thing to put them away.
Yeah, so often the adrenaline rush
7-10-2.
that you get when you get close to the finish line causes some poor shot selections. And that's all she wrote.
Side out.
Side out now, and
Side
it'll
out.
be match point here for Weinbach and Waters, as Leigh Waters just destroys that ball, and it was screaming right towards our broadcast booth.
And it's somewhere under the table, possibly. I'm literally... Up, I got it.
Rusty Pickleball here, a
That's
budding
one.
young ball boy.
That got wedged underneath our wires here.
Moonlighting.
Sorry for the microphone noise, everybody, as I'm climbing under the table.
You were digging for gold there.
Resume play. 10-7-1.
Oh, great match.
Fantastic play from all four players.
11-7.
Weinbach and Waters have the final say. 11-7, they will advance, Morgan. This was just outstanding play on both sides.
Yeah, an incredible display of pickleball. I think in the end it was a just a put away power early on in that game that separated the two in these 1 games to 11. There's no room to ease yourself into your form. At the end, 11-7, Weinbach Waters.
And our coverage continues. Weinbach and Waters moving on here at the Open. Stay tuned.